You don't need to stay in the survivor mode of going after your dreams when you can be in the abundant mode of going after your dreams. Okay, first card up, we have 5 of Cups. I feel like your spirit is very resilient. There's a lot of challenges that you faced in regards to looking to get somewhere, looking to achieve something. Starting off with the 5 of Cups, this is the energy of abandonment, directionless, but I don't feel like this is your energy most of the time. I think this is a mood that kind of comes and goes, and it can throw you off balance, off whack. This doesn't really hinder what you've been building, but there's still some recognition coming in, growth in terms of something that you put out. Okay, something you've put out in the universe, ready to expand. Okay, and it's something that's going to bring you a lot of fulfillment here. Okay, you could have recently bought the shadow work journal, and doing this journal has brought up a lot of things that you didn't expect. This year is a universal 7 year. We're near the final quarter of it, and this year is really asking to focus on spiritual health, spiritual hygiene, introspection, a season to observe your mind, because you're still on the verge of cracking open into the best version of you. We have the Emperor at the end here, okay? So this could be in regards to what you gain recognition for, but this thing that takes off is going to set a whole new cycle in motion that doesn't involve the pain and hurt that you've been suffering through. Try not to overthink at this time. There's a lot of good happening, okay? Sometimes when your crown, it feels heavy, your third eye feels heavy, that's actual spiritual growth. So try to remain open-minded. It may feel uncomfortable. Going within, healing these wounds, it may feel comfortable, but look at who you are at the end of it. Leading your life the way you wish to. So you're not going to be in this stage forever. This 4 of Swords is really like, take 5. Take 5 on what you've been working on. Take 5 on the meditation. Sometimes when you're going after something and you're hitting it, it's like you need that reprieve. You need that time to look at it from another angle. So if you've been feeling burnt out lately, take that as your confirmation to take 5. You're still on your way. This is still your year. I'm telling you, whatever you're working on is about to pop, but you don't have to control your way there. You get me? It's happening regardless. So try to focus on a way that you can approach your work, approach your goals in a more peaceful state, in a way that you're just taking the lead and handling shit in a more prosperous manner, because that's where you're going anyway. You don't need to stay in the survivor mode of going after your dreams when you can be in the abundant mode of going after your dreams. It requires patience, a Temperance card, and it requires you to grow out of your shell, which is indeed why this healing is happening, to get you out of your shell. Your ancestors are incredibly proud of you. I mean, you're making this look easy. And I think with these 2 cards here, the 8 of Swords and the 5, it's important to acknowledge yourself. It's easy to receive it from other people, receive it from source, but actually be the one to tell yourself, I'm doing great. Because that's how we can actually walk boldly into this cave behind him, which is our subconscious, and actually come from a place of acceptance and understanding of these intrusive thoughts and memories and experiences. I just heard you'll be glad you did the work. So that is you. If you just bought that journal, you're going to be glad you did the work. For others of you, Virgo, this is about moving on from the failure, moving on from what didn't work out. For example, right? Somebody makes an ad for their sweaters. They're making hoodies. The ad doesn't get much traction, but they believe in their idea. They believe in all the research that they did. They didn't just throw this hoodie together. You worked on it. You put your all into that. Some of you may have even traveled to get it produced and manufactured on a higher scale, but you're focusing on this little ad, and it's like, this is just the beginning. You will do more ads. Don't get caught up in the, oh, I spent this much for that. Be proud that you spent the money. You took a shot at your vision, right? Some of you, if you know a Tribe Called Quest, scared money don't make none. Don't get caught up in the metrics. You're not a metric. You're a multifaceted spirit on this human plane. Okay, so that whatever that hiccup was, it happens so that when you get here and you're running it, oh buddy, you're gonna know what not to do. Yeah, you're gonna know how to handle these waves when it comes to the success, when it comes to even managing your emotional health, growing a business. That's just an example. Like, someone tried something and they're like, oh, this was meant to grow you, not hurt you. Because right after that, boom. I was just talking to a friend of mine the other day about gold mining. There's that guy in the tunnel digging and digging. He looks like he's in a cave or tunnel trying to get to that treasure. But meanwhile, there's another dude who digs and never gives up and finds that treasure. I'm not even going to ask you who you'd rather be. Are you ready to receive what you asked for, truly? Resting is key. You need you in order to get through something. You need you in order to build what you want to build. At the end of the day, you need you. So if we're not tending to our flowers, watering them, right? Watering you. How can the extensions of us prosper? How can your project and idea, your relationship, your parenting, how can these things prosper if you're not watering you? Rest is key. Okay, I'm just saying. Manifestation is the ability to bring our thoughts, dreams, and intentions into reality. The spiritual law of manifestation helps us create from deep within energies and experiences that lead us toward greater fulfillment and purpose. You are blessed as it encourages you to recognize your power. You are a master of manifestation, and whenever you focus on something with loving thoughts and the best intention, you bring that dream into reality. If you are working on bringing something to fruition, it's very important to stay elevated at this time and focus on positive energy. You are magnetizing even more blessings into your world. It's almost like these are two different people. So as soon as you look up and look around and realize there's sun behind you, there's trees behind you, instead of focusing on that snow, look at the fireworks. You should be excited right now. Excited for what's unfolding. I just heard just the two of us. We can make it if we try. You may be collaborating with someone on a project and idea. There's emphasis on changing your perspective. So we have one face down, and we have this kind of like this threshold in between. Turn it over, and we have the 9 of Swords. Whatever's keeping you up at night, surrender it, because you want to be present for what's coming in. You want to be focused. Show up as the star that you are. The first time this card ever came out, mind you. Being in this moment before you receive everything you asked for can almost feel like you're in limbo, like a purgatory of manifestation. Keep your eyes on the prize. Just because it feels so close but you can't touch it at the same time doesn't mean that it's not coming. Keep your eye on the prize, okay? Also, be aware of how you're viewing money, how you're viewing your success. You don't need to be stingy. You don't need to look at the cup as half empty, especially when all this abundance, opportunity is coming your way. So it's really up to you, Virgo. How do you want to show up? How do you wish to lead? If some of you are saying, I'm not a leader, I just want to do my thing and, make my money. Sometimes it's just you showing up that still inspires others, that still people look up to you as a leader. You're showing up as the Hierophant. You don't even have to try and lead. You just are. Don't think you have to do anything you don't want to do. It's just about believing what you want to do is possible. Okay? Because we have that 10 of Cups. pure fulfillment. Okay, this could even be a new relationship coming in. Travel for business. I'm looking at this house in the back. Someone's working on securing a new warehouse, expand their business. Okay, these trees here, this is growth. You may be familiar with this quote: how you do something is how you do everything. So notice as you shift your mind and treat yourself with more care, more kindness, more rest, more stability, that'll just trickle into everything that you do. It'll just make sense. You know, it won't have to feel like you're pushing a boulder up a hill. You don't chase, you attract. And when you burst out of that shell, right, with that Fool card energy, you may stumble. You may fall a few times. But despite how it looks, you're still going to get what you want. Your guides are just waiting to catch you. This is where the test of faith comes in. That just gave me some playful energy. There's a need to go back to being playful about something. You've been thinking very practical, okay? Earth signs, that's your strong suit. What's going to lead to stability? Security, yes. All of that is important, but don't forget, as Bruce Lee once said, be like water. Go with the flow. There's a lot of blue on the board too. I just heard say what's up to adventure. That is so... I feel like that's somebody's spiritual guide because I've never said that in my life. Say what's up to adventure. That's so funny. Exploring and traveling and seeing new things. You're going to learn a lot. You're going to learn as you grow. If you notice you've been in a house lately, get outside. That'll help to uncloud your mind. But there's a need to be consistent with it. There's just like moments here and there where you're like, I'm not sure, I don't know. But you got this, Virgo. You may have dealt with people in the past who were shady and did that and the third to you, but like, it's not gonna stop your money, that's not gonna stop your success. It has no effect. No effect. You don't need to be like that in order to gain what you deserve. Some of you are tea lovers. I have somebody here that loves tea. Chai tea and hibiscus tea. I just heard root. You may have Sagittarius in your chart. Sagittarius moon, Sagittarius rising. There's a need to be patient. Okay, we have beacon. What is that thing that you do? You know exactly what it is. You know exactly what it is. You know it's going to work. Okay? You know it's going to work. Don't play, Virgo. It's just time for you to do it. It's time for you to do it. Okay, however long it takes you to build that trust back in yourself is however long it takes. As long as you do. Because again, it's time to transmit your beacon and start sharing your work. It's time to send your poems, illustrations, photography, or ideas out into the world. Don't listen to your fears. When you dive past them into the work that you're meant to do, your beacon will shine the brightest. Your audience already exists. They just need to find you. There are over 7 billion people in the world, and you only need a tiny fraction to connect with your work. They're out there watching and waiting for you. When you hop out the car, I promise you gonna speak up. Okay? Like, that's what this energy is giving. Your beacon, and it's right next to the star. Coming back to that analogy earlier with the gold mine, right? You'd rather get your gold, yeah? Let's jump. I'm gonna jump with you. Alright, I want y'all to check in the comments and let me know how you plan to jump and get into your bag, get into your highest self, get into alignment, get into your essence. Let me know, because this has you written all over it. Shine, Virgo, shine. I'm looking back at the ace. The cup runneth over too. Not only will this secure you, your family, your loved ones, this is gonna secure, you're gonna be able to give to charities, schools, doctors. You're gonna be able to do something really amazing. It may even find you through your spiritual gifts, because I'm getting a strong sense here that you are intuitive. So you may even give to a foundation or a charity that is spiritual, like a Reiki class or something like that. But trust that everything is aligning for you. Even the disappointments, it's all aligning for you. the right connections, the right opportunities. Here's something helpful as well. You don't have to take what doesn't align with you. There's going to be opportunities that may not be your cup of tea. However, that's the fun of it. That is you designing as the emperor energy. Don't psych yourself out, psych yourself in. This is like a default system, right? These swords around him are really representing the conditioning, beliefs that this is all I can achieve, this is all I can have. You're combing through that with the shadow work, right? Because spirit doesn't just want you to have it, they want you to have the tenacity, the brilliance to handle it and sustain it. So synchronicity. Synchronicity is the link between events that may seem like coincidence, but inside you know they have a deeper meaning. Synchronicity is the feeling of being led by life or receiving a message from the universe that you're on the right track. Keep an eye out for synchronicities in your life. Ask the universe to provide more. Being conscious of them will help you notice when they happen. Allow them to guide you on your path. You're entering a new cycle, filling your own cup, tending to your needs. I'm going to challenge you all to, in the comments, share your work, share a link to your work. I'll even put a link to mine. And let us know what you got. Let us know what you're working on. Okay, Spirit wants you to be more vocal. Ask for help. Ask for guidance. Let's get one more message for the road. Let the good times roll. Kind of reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. All right, Virgo, that has been your read. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next read.